Could not find.
Alrighty, now we are back. So we apologize. As soon as we plugged in our camera, our stream disconnected. So there's some sort of issue with the adapter we're using to try and plug in our soundboard.
It's only
and
on
our
road
video.
games too.
Yeah, it's only on the road. So we apologize. We're only going to be able to provide video for you guys today. I know that we said we'd have video, but we're only going to have audio, so we're sorry about that. We'll have everything fixed tomorrow against the Cincinnati Steam at home, as we never have problems at Foundation Field, so make sure to tune in. But for now, Sam and I will continue to be on the call. I'm not sure when we cut out. I guess it was at the beginning of the inning. Tyler Enriquez struck out swinging to start things off, and Dalton Miller just walked. So there's a runner on first and one out. Garrett Staten is yet to see a pitch. He will get his first one, and it is down and away for ball one.
We also have a new pitcher out there. Or actually, it's the same pitcher.
So Danford stays in the game. He's normally a one-inning guy, but he's going to stick around for a little longer. And after four-pitch walking Dalton Miller, he is 2-0 on Garrett Staten. The 2-0, and this one runs outside. 7 balls in a row there from Isaac Danford.
Looks like he's just trying to aim. He's aiming it when he's throwing it. What I mean by that is he's really not trying to throw. He's trying to throw strikes, but he's trying too hard to do so, and it's just sailing outside.
Yeah, he's struggling here in this at-bat. And he gets a mound visit from Christoph Swanson and second baseman Gavin Thompson. They'll talk things over, and they will reset for the next pitch. 3-0. This one misses high. It's another 4-pitch walk back-to-back from Isaac Danford, and that'll bring up the top of the order. Cole Becker up to the plate. He popped out to first base to start things off. Cole Becker, the righty, with runners on first and second, one out. He watches a pitch that slides on the outside corner for strike one. So finally, Isaac Danford's able to put one in the zone after 8 straight balls. The 0-1. And this one's in the zone for strike two. Cole Becker's normally a guy that loves to attack. He's a swinging hitter. He's not a guy to look at a whole lot of pitches, but he watches 2 strikes go by. The 0-2, this one's inside. Almost hit Cole Becker, but it was a slider, so it actually ended up running in towards the zone, but it didn't quite get there. A ball and 2 strikes. Danford winds and delivers. This one is high and in, and Becker will have to lean out of the way, so that evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and second, 1 down. On deck for the Joes is the 2-hitter Logan Castleman, who hit one up the right side slowly. That actually resulted in an error on the errant bare hand from Gavin Thompson. The 2-2 is a slider that is outside, and Cole Becker rather, has worked the count full.
See if Cole Becker can work a walk or try to get a base hit and score Dalton Miller from second base.
The payoff pitch swung on and fouled into the backstop by Cole Becker.
Danford came into this start with 5 walks on the season. He has 4 tonight through an inning and a third. He's really struggled with his command. This is his first start of the season. He's usually coming in as a closer role.
Isaac Danford looks back at second, and now home The 3-2 misses outside, and that is a walk. Great at-bat there from Cole Becker. After falling down 0-2, looking at 2 pitches, he comes back to walk and load the bases. 1 out and the bases juiced. And this is not the part of the order you want to come up if you're a Bison fan. Castleman, Arnold, Banjoff, the next 3 hitters for the Joes.
Joes left them loaded in the first inning. Weren't able to score any. See if the Joes can convert here in the second with them loaded with 1 out.
First pitch to Castleman. Oh, he thought about going. That was a good pitch to hit on the outside corner, but he holds up, and it passes by for strike 1.
Castleman reached on the air last time up.
Danford sets, kicks, and fires. This one is another good one, this time on the bottom outside corner for strike 2.
You're Logan.
0-2 to Castleman,
You just want to put one in play. Don't want to strike out here. Joes do not want to leave them loaded for the second straight inning.
0-2 pitch outside. That's a waste pitch there from Isaac Danford. Castleman doesn't bite. Danford is lasered in on Christoph Swanson behind home plate. Now he will set near the chin and fire. Curveball that misses up high for ball 2.
Danford's walked 3 straight batters. Castleman's down 0-2, but Danford's thrown 2 straight balls to even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Swing and a miss. 3rd strikeout of the day for Isaac Danford, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Luke Arnold struck out swinging his first time up. And if Arnold is retired, the Joes would leave him loaded for the 2nd straight inning and have no runs to show for it.
Isaac Danford, as you mentioned, has loaded the bases in 2 straight innings. He's still got a no-hitter going right now. The Joes have not hit, and this one has popped up, and it'll get out of play. We lost sight of that one. It looked like it might have just been an infield fly, but instead it got out of play behind home plate. But yeah, the no-hitter for Isaac Danford after 2 straight loaded bases. Luke Arnold is looking to change that, and if he could, he would likely score at least 2 runs.
He came into today with 5 walks on the season, has 5 already in this game.
0-1, big swing and a miss there on the outside pitch for strike 2. Yeah, Luke was really good in that first game. And he walked 3 times, had a home run, reached on an error, and in his first at-bat, he struck out swinging in this one, looking to avoid the same fate here on the 0-2, and it's up high for ball 1.
Bison trying to dodge a bullet for the 2nd straight inning. Arnold's going to have to battle up there.
1-2. The pitch, curveball, and Arnold ducks before that one plunks him in the head, and it is 2-2.
Got to wear that one. To score a run, but Arnold ducked his head. I also would duck in that position.
Oh, of course. It's just a natural human reaction. 2-2. The pitch, swing and a miss. That's 3 strikeouts in the inning for Isaac Danford, and the Joes leave him loaded once more. No runs, despite having 6 left on here in the first 2 innings. We head to the bottom of the second, 0-0 our score. 4, 5, 6 hitters due up for the Bison after they were retired in order in the first. Zach Dugan will retake the mound when we return.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
So back in game number 1, the Joes picked up a 14-0 win, and the winning pitcher with his 7th W of the year, and that one was Bryce Smith. I talked to Bryce after his dominant outing over in the bullpen. Take a listen. Here with Joe's pitcher Bryce Smith immediately following the team's 14-0 victory over the Ohio Bison in Game 1. Bryce, you were dealing today, 7 innings pitched, a complete game.
6 strikeouts, no earned runs, and only 1 walk, and of course you get your 7th win of the season, which is the most important stat line. What was working about your stuff tonight?
I think honestly, just going in there and just doing what I do. It was one of those where everything seemed like it was working in the pen. I did make a couple adjustments before the game, trying to use my lower half more. But I mean, besides that, it was just going out there and being confident in my defense and just having fun.
And you got the run support certainly today. 14 runs from your guys on the offensive side. What was it like to come to the mound and know that your guys really had your back with the bats?
It makes it a whole lot easier on a pitcher because you don't have to worry about holding them as much. I mean, you still want to hold them, but at the same time, if something happens to slip up, then you still have some runs on the board. So it just doesn't make you as tense whenever you're out there on the mound worrying about that stuff, and you can just throw and relax while you're doing it.
Well, Bryce, you certainly had a fantastic outing. Once again, the complete game victory from you in Game 1, and now you get to just enjoy Game 2 from the sidelines, knowing you had a great game. Congrats on the win, and good luck to you moving forward.
Thank you.
Bryce Smith, always a pleasure to talk to him, especially after a win. That's exactly what he picked up in dominant fashion in Game number 1. Back here for the bottom of the second here at Don Edwards Park. The 4-hitter, Christoph Swanson, will lead things off for the Bison. And he floats this one into right field in a nice play made by Dalton Miller, who was able to range in to his right and make the catch.
Yeah, that one just was floating. And it just wasn't going to get down for a hit for Swanson. And Dalton Miller was able to range to his right and snag it for the first out of the inning.
Adam Fallon is the batter for the Bison. 0 for 3 in Game 1, getting his first at-bat in Game 2 with 1 away and nobody on. First pitch from Dugan is low for ball 1. Dugan looked great in inning number 1, had a strikeout to end things after retiring the Bison hitters in order. Here comes the 1-0, a swing and a foul tip on the check from Adam Fallon. And so that evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Lefty on lefty matchup here. Lights are on at Don Edwards Park as we are just past 8:30 local time. Nice pitch there from Zach Dugan that dives into the dirt, swing and a miss by Fallon to move the count to 1-2. The sky is beginning to darken here in Game 2. And it's beautiful weather, as I mentioned, in Game 1 for baseball. The Joes are wearing their black tops with black hats, red script Joes across the front, red and gold accents, Hamilton across the front of the uniforms, the Ohio Bison with their gray pants striped down the side, black jerseys with green accents and white numbers and lettering. It says Bison across the front. That pitch misses in on the hands, ball 2. And with 1 away, the count is 2-2 to Adam Fallon. Here comes the pitch. This one finds the zone. That's a backwards K. Strike 3 call.
There's that strikeout. Or not that strikeout. There's that curveball from Dugan, freezing a left-handed batter. Starts in on the right hip of a left-handed hitter and then just dives into the zone. And it's too late for them to swing at it. And they just have to watch it go by and head back to the dugout with a backwards K.
A.J. Roush, making his Ohio Bison debut, comes to the plate now. The first pitch to A.J.'s a fastball, and it is a swing and chopper foul on the left side. A.J. arrived literally today, just prior to this game. Like, he was not here even for the start of Game 1. So he is whipped into shape quickly, put on a uniform, get out there on the field. And now the 0-1 pitch gets away from Dugan. It bounces before home plate and over the head of Evan Ulrich. A.J. Roush is in left field today, playing the position. He's a position player for the Bison, and he's at the plate right now, and he misses, or Dugan rather, misses the zone on that one, so that is ball 2. Lefty on righty matchup now. Dugan fires, swing and a miss on the 2-1. And there's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Zach Dugan 1 strike away from his 3rd of the game. Here comes the pitch. This one's not going to do it inside. That'll work the count full. Dugan eyes in on home. A.J. Roush swings the bat around. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Zach Dugan with his 3rd K. This by way of strikeout. He's retired 6 in a row to start off his outing. And we are done with 2 innings here in Newark. No score from Don Edwards Park after the Joes have a dominant performance from Zach Dugan. And the bats have been working pretty well, too. 6 left on, but no runs to show for it. We'll see if they can add to their goose egg total when we come back.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joes fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors.
New pitcher is in for the Bison. It is Bo Foster. Number 31 in black, the senior right-hander out of Powell, Ohio. Plays for Wittenberg. And he will come in to replace Isaac Danford, who
Had quite the roller coaster
oh man,
of an outing today.
he loads the bases twice and does not give up a run. 0 earned runs for Isaac Danford on the day after leaving them loaded twice. First pitch into Leighton Banjoff from Bo Foster's on the outside corner for strike 1.
And 0 hits, but he walked 5, but he struck out 4.
This one hangs. Banjoff sends this one skied out into right center. Horvat sprints in and comes into the right center area to make the catch for the first out. John Sanjul will come in now. Bo Foster's making his 8th appearance, his 7th out of the bullpen, pitched 12 2/3 innings, giving up 18 hits, 8 runs. They were all earned, walking 9 and striking out 8 with an ERA of 5.68. Additionally, his record is 0-1. First pitch to John Sanjul just misses the outside corner for ball 1.
Foster, last time he pitched against the Joes was June 15th, went 1 inning, gave up an earned run and 2 hits.
The 1-0 is in there for strike 1.
He's not a super hard thrower, so the Joes are going to have to adjust after Danford threw pretty hard.
1-1 pitch is swung on and fouled back. Yeah, Bo Foster's more of an off-speed guy. His pitches do have a lot of break to them, but certainly less velocity than Isaac Danford. But obviously that can be tough to adjust to as a hitter when you go from a guy blowing him past you to a guy that is going a little more off-speed. 1-2, swinging a foul tip straight back. Additionally, Bo Foster comes straight over the top. And I mean straight. He is dead over that shoulder.
How straight, Luke?
When that ball comes on the way to the plate. That is dead straight, Sam. 1-2. This is a breaking ball. It misses up high. Two and two. Here comes the pitch. And this one is low for ball 3. That fills the count to John Sanjul. He walked in his first time up. In game 1, San Jewel had a pair of RBI. Went 2 for 5. 3-2. The payoff pitch from the windup. The knee lift, the deal. This one is a jam shot into shallow right. Foster coming in, and he's going to make the catch. Or not Foster, that's Horvat, rather, out there in center field. So, back-to-back shallow center field shots for the Joes. Tyler Horvat has to do a bit of running, but he's able to make both plays, and there's 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, San Jewel probably swung at ball 4 there. It was up and in, and he was jammed, and he can only get it out into shallow center field, but it stayed up in the air enough for Horvat to come charging in and make the catch.
Evan Ulrich is the batter now. Popped out to third base. First pitch is a nice one that slides into the zone for strike 1.
Joe's still looking for their first hit. They left them loaded in the first and second innings.
0-1. This one hangs, and it is crushed out to left field. It'll get down for a base hit. Evan Ulrich on base for the first time tonight after getting rested in game 1 on a solidly hit ball out there into left field, and there's a 2-out runner on base. It's a single from Evan.
Foster's going to have to be careful when he faces the meat of the order next time around after many of these Joes have seen him once, because when he hangs that curveball, that ball can go for a ride.
Yeah,
as we saw there, Ulrich hit it hard.
Yeah, he hit that one really hard. The launch angle wasn't that high, but he was still able to get a lot of power behind it. First pitch in there to Tyler Enriquez misses high for ball 1. 1-0.
Tyler in game 1 had a 2 for 4 day. Yeah, a double and a single.
The 1-0, that one paints the black on the outside corner for strike 1. Yeah, Tyler doubled in garbage time in the 7th inning.
Yeah, it was over the center fielder's head, and then his first at-bat of today's game, or his second at-bat of the first game today, he launched one to deep right field, and it was a nice catch by the right fielder. That was Horsley, who made a nice catch at the warning track.
Yeah, he got a hold of a pair, but was only able to get one double out of it. He was stranded at second on that eventual sequence. 1-1, swing and a miss. Or it was 2-1 rather, so now the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs in the inning, runner on first, that is Evan Ulrich. Foster sets, and the righty takes a long pause and now deals. This one misses low. Full count once more. 3-2. The last time a full count happened, it was John San Jewel, and he took the 3-2 out into shallow center field before it was eventually caught by Tyler Horvat. We'll get a pause as Foster will collect himself. Three and 2, but before that, Foster will step off and pump fake over to first.
And no one was there at first base. Canyon McWilliams is playing behind the bag.
Yeah, the infield's playing pretty deep right now for the Bison. Most of them near or on the outfield grass. Runner goes, 3-2, swing and a miss.
And Tyler probably swung at ball 4.
That one was up and away, but Enriquez goes chasing, and in back-to-back innings, it is a K for number 29 in black. That is the 5th strikeout of the game for the Bison pitching, and that will end things here in the 3rd inning. So once more, the Joes are able to get a runner on base, but that runner is stranded. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd. No score from Newark.
At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposefully so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day, offering a diverse range of senior living services. Our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
7-8-9 hitters due up for the Ohio Bison in the bottom of the third inning. Zach Dugan back on the mound. Luke Westpoli, Sam Newcomb alongside. Thank you for joining us for Game 2 of this doubleheader. Joes took Game 1 14-0. They're sitting at 21-12 on the season. And they're a half game behind the Richmond Jazz, who came away with a victory today. If the Joes were able to win this game, they'd move into a tie with Richmond for first place. Cincinnati Steam are on top of the Xenia Scouts right now.
Yeah, after today's game, only 8 games left on the schedule for the Joes.
Everyone matters. They have a 2-game lead on the Steam right now, as that one is in there for strike one to Jackson Little, the DH, so the count is 1-1. And actually, I guess it's 2.5 after game 1, but the Steam are looking to cut that lead just a little bit. Dugan fires the 1-1 outside for ball 2.
Yeah, the Steam currently lead the Scouts 2-0 in the 6th inning. And the Jazz won earlier today over the Marlins 4-2.
2-1 pitches outside. The Joes have a huge matchup, probably the biggest of the year to this point, with the Cincinnati Steam coming up tomorrow at Foundation Field. First Responders Night. We'll have a state trooper singing the anthem. The sheriff will be there. Make sure to come out to Foundation Field and support your Joes. 3-1, swing and a miss there from Jackson Little. That'll have huge implications in terms of playoffs, as Sam mentioned, as the season is dwindling down. Yeah, 2 games, because the Joes have the Richmond Jazz right after that on the road. The payoff, this one's fouled off into the Joes dugout, and so the count stays at 3-2. The Joes back in 2019 missed the playoffs by a half game. It came down to the final day of competition, but the Joes weren't able to make the playoffs, looking to avoid doing so again here. Ball 4 thrown up high, and Jackson Little will work the walk. That ends the perfect streak through 2 innings from Zach Dugan. Jackson Little is the first base runner for the Bison. Dominic Byers comes in to hit. Byers pitched in game 1. He got the final out for the Bison of the game. He scores to bunt and pops it up into the crowd. Number of fans reached for it, but it actually fell in between 2 guys sitting right in front of us. That bunt was popped up high in the air. It got over the backstop, which is pretty tall. All fenced behind home plate here at Don Edwards Park. And this one is squared to bunt again. This one is going to land in fair, but the spinning on it will go foul after it was popped up. So now Byers falls down in the count 0-2.
Byers just 2 for 19 this season. He's unable to lay down the bunt, fouls them both off. And I doubt the bunt will remain on for Byers here, with the count being 0-2 now.
The pitch outside. Evan Ulrich did his best to frame it, but it was just a couple inches off the plate. So the count is now 1-2. Runner on first, nobody out in the bottom of the third. 0-0 our score in Game 2 of this 7-inning doubleheader from Newark, Ohio. 0-2 pitch. This is one that's going to miss up high, so now the count is 2-2. Sorry, the count was 1-2 on that last one. Dugan looks at first, now delivers home, and that one just missed that outside corner, and that fills the count at 3-2. Dugan looks over at first. Lefty on righty matchup. The payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Dominic Byers down on strikes. That is K number 4 for Zach Dugan. And there's one away in the inning with a man on first for the 9-hitter, Joe Alcorn. Alcorn is just making his second appearance for the Bison this season. In the first one, he went 0 for 4. So he's looking for his first hit. First pitch from Zach Dugan. He goes swinging, and he gets a small piece of it and sends it out of play. Oh and 1. The pitch from Dugan. This one is flared out into right field. It is pushing foul, and that's where it'll land. Into the Joe's bullpen it goes, so the count is 0-2. Zach Dugan is looking for strikeout number 5 now. 0-2 to Joe Alcorn, the top of the order, and Tyler Horvat is on deck for the Bison. Dugan hunched over, now stands back up. Here comes the pitch. This one is softly grounded up the first base side, but it gets past Leighton Banjoff's outstretched glove into right field, and that is a base knock, first hit of the game for the Bison. It comes off the bat of Joe Alcorn.
Yeah, Alcorn just flipping his hands at it. Got the barrel on the ball and squeaks through the right side for the first hit of the game for the Bison. Now they have runners on first and second with one out for the top of the order, Tyler Horvat.
Horvat is 1 for 4 today, 0 for 1 in this game. As home plate umpire is having a conversation with Bison coach Joe Grotto, and he was looking at the grass. So I'm not sure what happened there, and I'm not sure what was going on there. The umpire was kind of poking his foot at some grass in foul territory, so I'm not sure if there's a hole or what, but he was yelling across to Joe Grotto at third base. Nothing comes of it, though, and we will get the first pitch to Tyler Horvat shortly. Here it comes. This one's a swing and a foul tip straight back. Bison looking to snap their 4-game losing streak, as after that first game, they have fallen a half game behind the Xenia Scouts, who are in action tonight for 4th place. So they are now in 5th. Still more baseball to be played in this one, though, and they've got a runner in scoring position with 1 away. The 0-1 to Horvat misses down and away for ball 1. One and 1. The 2 base runners for the Bison are Jackson Little on second, Joe Alcorn on first. Zach Dugan is the pitcher. Tyler Horvat is the hitter. The 1-1, and that one just misses the outside corner.
That one looked good.
Yeah, that was a great pitch there from Dugan. Good location, and he kind of nods his head in slight frustration, as that one must have just missed the plate. 2 balls and a strike. Dugan takes a long look at second before firing home, and this one is hit at Garrett State, and he makes a sliding grab, sends over to second, over to first, and it will not be in time.
Ooh.
Great play there at short.
Yeah, great play at short, but my goodness, Horvat was just racing down the line. I thought that was for sure going to be a double play, but Horvat beats it out. Joe's able to get 1 out of it. There's now 2 outs in the inning, but they have to go up against Canyon McWilliams. It was an 11-game hit streak, but that was snapped in Game 1. He's hitless on the day.
He was robbed last time by Logan Castleman in the first inning. He hit it over Castleman's head, but Castleman was able to sprint back stretch the glove out and haul it in. First pitch, runner goes. Ulrich throws down, and now they've got a player in a pickle, and they throw over to third, and the throw is in time. That'll end the inning. Wow, so Joe Alcorn, or Tyler Horvat rather, stole second, and he, for some reason, started to pull up instead of sliding in. The runner at third wasn't going. I was questioning the throw by Evan Ulrich, but after they had Horvat in a pickle for a little bit, they threw over to third and were able to get Jackson Little, who had come off the base. Great fielding by the Joes, not so much from the base running of the Bison.
Yeah, and a smart play by Staten. He was the one that got the throw from Ulrich, and he noticed that who was it? Jackson Little was off third just enough, so Staten threw a seed over to Luke Arnold, or Tyler Henriquez rather, at third, and Henriquez supplied the tag, and Joes get out of the inning.
A mental mistake means the Bison are not able to strike first, and we still do not have a score in this one. We head to the fourth. Due up for the Joes, 8-9-1 hitters Dalton Miller, Garrett Staten, Cole Becker. They'll come to the plate when we return.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872. For years, they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
The Greater Miami Valley YMCA. When communities get better, the world gets better. Discover how we positively impact the nation and how you can help us, one neighborhood at a time. The Greater Miami Valley Y, your local stop for building a healthy spirit for mind and body for all.
Dalton Miller will come to the plate to start things here for the Joes. First pitch to Miller, he's out in front, and he swings and misses on the offering from Bo Foster for strike one. Miller batting .254 on the season in the righty box, gets the pitch. It's a breaking ball, and it falls in the zone for strike one. We've seen this with a number of different pitchers in the GLSCL. Their off-speed stuff, it'll start over your head, and it'll somehow end up in the strike zone, and you're just there in the box thinking, how did that blow by me? 0-2, Miller goes after it, he gets a piece, and sails it out of play.
That last curveball was probably maybe 60 miles per hour.
Yeah, his stuff on the mound, Bo Foster's, is really, really slow, but it's just got so much break, it's really hard to track after you saw Isaac Damford throw 80-plus miles an hour at you in the first inning. 0-2 pitch. This one is sent out into the gap in left center, and it will get down for a base hit. The leadoff man is on, Dalton Miller. He takes a long turnaround first, but will stay there, and he has reached base for the second time tonight.
Second hit of the day for the Joes in Game 2. Ulrich had the other one, and Dalton Miller adds to that total with a hit to lead things off here in the fourth. Joes stranded them loaded to end the first and second innings. That's why we're still scoreless.
The Joes were batting .276 as a team, which was third in the GLSCL coming into this game. And Garrett Staten swings for the fences on the first pitch, but misses for strike one. The Joes in the South Division, statistically, are definitely the best team, as they are second in ERA and third in average. But they just suffered a couple of tough losses, and as a result, things are still very, very much close atop the standings.
If the Joes were to win today, they'd be tied with the Jazz in first place, but if the Joes lost, they would be a game out behind Richmond. As we mentioned just an inning ago, the Joes back in action tomorrow night against the Steam in a big one at Foundation Field. And then the very next day, they go to Richmond, take on the Jazz. So next two games are crucial, but got to take care of business tonight.
Yeah, should the Joes win tonight, if they could win tonight and also tomorrow, they could potentially have as much as a maybe 4.5 game lead over Cincinnati, depending on Cincinnati's result tonight. No balls and 2 strikes to Garrett Staten. Here comes the pitch, and this one is up high. I want to say eephus every time Bo Foster throws, but that's just his pitching style. His pitches just have so much break. The 1-2. Staten gets a piece, and this one is into right field. It got past Canyon McWilliams at first. Dalton Miller will have to stay at second after Dominic Byers pounced on that one in right, but back-to-back hits for the Joes.
Yeah, the 8-9 hitters delivering here in the 4th to lead things off. And now the top of the order up at the plate, first and second, no one out. And Cole Becker is 0 for 1 today. He walked in his last at-bat. Back in game 1 of the doubleheader, he went 2 for 4 with 2 singles.
Cole has had one of the hottest bats on this Joes team. He hit a home run earlier this season here at Don Edwards Park in a wild one. When the Joes were down to their final strike, Sammy Sass extended the game, and then Becker hit one. He lays down a fantastic bunt, and there is no play at first. Wow, Cole Becker, take a bow, a bunt single, and that's 3 straight hits for the Joes. That one was popped up slightly, but it was perfectly down that third base line, and when it fell, there was no doubt Becker was reaching.
3 straight hits now for the Joes, and they are juiced with nobody out. This is the 3rd time in the game where the Joes have had them loaded, but they weren't able to score any. Now they're loaded with nobody out. You would hope the Joes were able to get at least 1 here in this inning.
Yeah, any type of hit to the deep infield or outfield would likely score a run.
Castleman's 0 for 2 on the season with the bases loaded.
Castleman fouls the first pitch back out of play. He reached on the error back in the first inning. He hit it kind of in between first and second base in the infield grass. And there was a bad play made by Gavin Thompson. I was going to say bad throw, but he actually just tried to barehand the ball, and it went underneath his hand. The 0-1, and Castleman was swinging for the grand slam on that one, and he missed for strike 2.
Castleman's just in a funk right now.
All he's got to do is put this one in play. He did get a hit in the 7th inning in game number 1. 0-2. Castleman lifts this one out into right field. Ranging over and making the catch is Dominic Byers. Runner is racing home. The play at home gets over the head. Christoph Swanson maybe had a chance at that one if he was able to corral it, but it bounced over his head. All runners advance, and the Joes have the lead.
Yeah, Castleman did his job. It was going to be a close. It probably would have been an out at home plate. He would have gunned down Miller trying to tag to home, but the throw just bounced over Christoph Swanson's head, who was at his knees. So, if he stays upright, he makes that play, and Dalton Miller's out. There's 2 outs in the inning, and the Joes still have no runs to show for it, but finally they get one across.
So instead there is 1 out. The runners are on 2nd and 3rd. That is Cole Becker and Garrett Staten respectively, and Luke Arnold is at the plate. 2 strikeouts to his name today. He watches a first pitch low go by, and Swanson's able to keep that between his legs in front.
It's the first time tonight Arnold is facing Foster. He was 0 for 2 against Danford. Both of those at-bats he struck out.
This time Arnold goes chasing on a pitch high and outside for strike 1. So Luke Arnold is not off to a great start after a fantastic game 1, reaching base 5 times. He's got 2 Ks. This time he's just looking to put one in play. The 1-1. This one dies just low.
I don't know where that one missed.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see where these pitches finish from our angle, as it's kind of behind or in front of the umpire when we can't see through him. But yeah, that one looked pretty good on the outside corner, but must have just missed. 2-1. Arnold gets a piece. To the backstop it goes. Even count, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Leighton Banjoff on deck for the Joes.
Leighton is 0 for 1 with a walk. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Luke Arnold.
Arnold batting .393 with runners in scoring position this season.
Here comes the pitch. Arnold gets a piece, and this one is fouled over to the right side, out of play. So Arnold is staying alive here. The count is 2-2. Luke, of course, leads the team in RBI. He's been great in pushing those runs across for the Joes. He had 22 coming into today. Added to that total with the home run in Game 1. 2-2 from the windup. Dives into the zone, called strike 3. Third K of the day. It's a sombrero for Luke Arnold, and there's 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, nice curveball there from Foster. Dipped on the low outside corner, and Arnold watched it go by for strike 3.
So Leighton Banjoff comes in now. Runners are still on second and third. 2 away in the inning now. The Joes lead 1-0 after Dalton Miller came around to score. From the windup, here comes Bo Foster's first pitch, and that is right over the outside corner for strike 1. Oh and 1. The offering on the way, and this one dives into the zone for strike 2. Man, that curveball.
Yeah, but if you're just patient at the plate and just wait on that, you can crank that one well over the fence, because I'm telling you, I don't even think it's 60 miles per hour. It's less than that.
It's got a whole lot of break, though. Looks like a softball pitch almost. 0-2, swing and a miss. He goes fastball on that one, and Banjoff goes down swinging. That will end the inning.
Yeah, the Joes had him loaded with nobody out, but only 1 run to show for it. But they're able to take the lead, and Zach Dugan will be back out, I'm assuming, for another inning's work.
Sam took all my outro material. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Joes lead 1-0.
ADG Services is Hamilton and Fairfield's most trusted painting contractors, offering deck staining, sealing, and waterproofing, as well as drywall texturing and exterior and interior painting, as well as many other services. ADG Services is your way to go for all your painting needs. Visit them at 456 Sims Road in Fairfield, or give them a call at 513-295-2767. ADG Services, a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes. All Wealth Federal Credit Union is committed to providing for you. Through convenient online banking, home and auto loans, saving accounts, checking accounts, credit cards, and more, All Wealth can provide for all of your banking needs. Located at 6 South 2nd Street in Hamilton, they can be found on the phone at 513-868-5881 or online at allwealth.org. All Wealth, supporting those who serve us.
Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery Services, in partnership with the community, is here to provide comprehensive recovery-oriented system of care and prevention. In addition, we continuously improve the quality of life of Butler County citizens through the support of addiction and mental health recovery services. Butler County Mental Health and Addiction Recovery, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes. Bridgewater Falls offers guests a unique shopping experience with more than 30 shopping destinations, including Target, JCPenney, Ulta, Best Buy, Michaels, Dick's Sporting Goods, and many more. Bridgewater Falls also has a wide variety of delicious dining destinations. From burgers to pizza to sushi, experience all the flavors of Bridgewater Falls. Bridgewater Falls is located just off the Butler County Veterans Highway, Ohio 129, at the corner of Princeton Road and Bypass 4. Come experience a great shopping, dining, and services in the heart of Fairfield Township, Ohio. At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have no
New pitcher for the Joes. It is Zach Breeden out of Miami Hamilton. He will come in a 1-0 game. In the bottom of the fourth, Canyon McWilliams will come up to the plate after coming up last inning, but a crazy play finished things in the third, and that will end up being the end of Zach Dugan's day, as it was sort of a pickoff as the first pitch was grounded and it was just foul.
Zach Breeden making his 9th appearance on the season, has 11.47 ERA. He's struggled in his last 3 appearances, but we've seen signs and flashes of what he's capable of.
0-1 from Breeden, and this one is taken out to right field, but this one just falls way shorter than I thought it was going to be. Dalton Miller's able to make the catch.
I'm right with you. I thought that one was going to be hit rather deep. It might have gone over the head of Dalton Miller, but that one just died. I mean, the wind. There's no wind. There's no factor. You can't factor in the wind because there is none right now. And that one hit hard off the bat, but I guess balls aren't flying like they were in the home run derby at Coors Field when you're a mile up. It's crazy how far those balls were flying the other night in the home run derby.
Unfortunately, Pete Alonso is not here. He has to play for my New York Mets. First pitch is fouled off by Gavin Thompson. And he swings and misses at the high pitch for strike 2. Speaking of all-star games, the GLSCL All-Star Game will be next week. Make sure to come out to Prasco Park. Free food. Everyone loves that. Or tune in on Facebook Live, as this one is hit up the middle by Gavin Thompson for a base hit. Our friend to our right, Andrew Allison, the Ohio Bison broadcaster, will have the call on that one on the GLSCL's Facebook page, alongside Daniel Avington of the Muskegon Clippers, representing the North Division. So if you're not able to make it out to Prasco,
and we'll be broadcasting the 5th inning?
We'll be broadcasting the 5th inning. So if you want to listen to us, listen to the other guys, and watch some really, really good baseball and see the best here in the GLSCL, make sure to tune in on Facebook Live next Tuesday. First pitch to Christoph Swanson is lifted into the infield. Coming over is Cole Becker, and he'll make the catch a couple steps to his left.
Yeah, and we'll be providing pre-game and post-game content.
Yes.
That will be posted to the GLSCL social media pages. Should be a fun day on, Tuesday?
Tuesday. Yeah, very, very excited. There's a couple players from each of these teams representing the South Division.
Yeah, the Bison have 3 guys that will be in the All-Star game. The Joes have 7.
And additionally, the Joes will also have Leighton Banjoff in the Prospects Showcase, which will take place earlier in the day in front of some professional scouts.
And maybe some college scouts with the amount of people in the transfer portal.
Yeah, we were talking with Brady Labor, the communications director for the GLSCL, and he said this could be probably one of the most important all-star games in the GLSCL's history, as you've really got a chance to put on a show in what has been a wild year for transfer athletes. Of course, a number of Joes in the transfer portal. One of them is Chase Hopewell, who will likely not pitch today, but is available in an emergency, as the 0-2 is sent across the plate just low by Breeden. Yeah, I talked with Chase earlier today in the dugout. He said his biggest issue right now is with deciding on a school, as he's in the transfer portal from Findlay looking to head to a D1 school, is he just likes too many of his options. So that's a good problem to have. Yeah. There's just too many places where he feels he fits in. He can only pick one at the end of the day. 1-2, runner goes. The pitch is up high. The throw from Ulrich is just offline, and that means Staten can't apply the tag.
It was a decent throw from Ulrich, just on the wrong side of the bag, and Staten had to reach across his body, then apply the tag to his left. And the tag was late, and a runner in scoring position for the Bison with 2 outs.
Adam Fallon is at the plate. 0 for 1 with a looking strikeout back in the 2nd inning. Breeden deals the 2-2. Breaking ball that hangs. This one is taken out to right center and shallow. Logan Castleman sprints in. He makes the catch, and that will retire the side. 4 come to the plate to start Zach Breeden's day. He gives up a hit but retires 3, and the Joes cling on to their lead. We go to the 5th here in our 7-inning game, and the Joes are up 1-0 on the Ohio Bison. They will look to add on to that with John Sanjul, Evan Ulrich, and Tyler Enriquez coming to the plate when we come back.
At Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home, we don't just care for the recently departed. We serve those who held them most dearly. Our families have known since 1935 that they can count on our honest and respectful staff to provide only the highest level of service. The kind of service that you can't get just anywhere these days. We invite you to explore our site to learn more about Brown Dawson Flick Funeral Home at browndawsonflick.com, a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
Carefree Heating and Cooling is an AC service in Hamilton, Ohio you can trust. When you are looking for a quick AC repair in Hamilton, Ohio, turn to the professionals at Carefree Heating and Cooling. With a name for completing the work correctly the first time, you can rely on our quality service to get your AC system working like it should. When you need air conditioning fast, call us at 513-268-5164, or you can also contact us online at carefreeheatingandcoolingco.com. The Casual Pint is a community and neighborhood craft beer spot located in Hamilton that provides a vast selection of the best craft beers the region has to offer. They also offer a great selection of food options from appetizers to entrees, so if you just need a snack while you socialize or want to enjoy lunch or dinner, they have something that will hit the spot. Go online and order at hamilton.thecasualpint.com or go to their location located on 130 Riverfront Plaza. That is 130 Riverfront Plaza in Hamilton, Ohio. Proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
John Sanjul lead things off for the Joes here in the top of inning number 5. First pitch is fired in there for strike 1 by Bo Foster.
Just got word up here in the press box that the Bison only have 2 arms left in the pen.
So Foster's going to need to at least go this inning, you'd think.
Yeah, it's only a 7-inning game, and then game 2 of this doubleheader.
Yeah, so Foster's going to try and go as deep as he can, and obviously this late in the season, as this one is hit sharply by Sanjul up the right side for a base hit. This late in the season, the arms get tired. Sometimes you have injuries, you have other things, and it can be hard to pick up pitchers at this point. Sometimes you run out of arms. We saw the Joes pitch position players against the Ohio Marlins last week. We saw the Bison do the same in game number 1. And, yeah, it's just a tough spot for the coaching staff to be in with not many arms in the pen to rely on. Speaking of coaching staffs, I'd like to give a shout-out to a guy who's been a great friend of the broadcast this year, Joe's assistant coach, Ryan Finnerty, who is turning 21 today. He's down there in the dugout coaching for the Joes, so happy birthday to Ryan. Yeah, he's graduated college, and he's just turning 21 now.
Dang,
as crazy as that is.
Didn't know I was older than Ryan.
The first pitch is in there for strike 1.
He's a youngin'.
He is a youngin'.
You're the youngin', though.
I am the youngin', yes. I'm the youngest of all the interns and full-time staff for the Joes. As a pickoff move is made over to first by Foster. The sky is a dark blue, and you can see the top of the tree line in the outfield as the 0-1 hangs, and Ulrich is able to poke it into shallow right center field. That's a base hit. Just like you mentioned, Sam, that pitch just stays up there, and if you're able to just wait and wait and wait,
and that's back-to-back that's back-to-back at-bats where Ulrich's waited on that curveball, and he's been able to launch one into the outfield for a base hit.
This time was a little softer just purely because of where the ball was hit on the bat. It was in on the hands, so wasn't hit as hard as the last one was, but he's still able to get the bat on the ball and put it in fair territory, which is what matters. Nobody out. First and second now for Tyler Henriquez.
It's the second straight inning where the Joes have strung together back-to-back hits to start an inning.
Time is called, I believe, by Tyler Henriquez, and that it was the case. He looks to be kind of blowing his nose or something near the plate.
Yeah, he struck out twice today. See if he can barrel one up here. Hit a few hard in the game number 1 of the doubleheader today.
The pitch, runner goes, and this one is chopped foul up the third base side. Canyon McWilliams was slowly creeping in towards home. Got about halfway down the baseline when that one was hit, maybe expecting a bunt from Henriquez, but that was not shown or put down.
San Jewel had a really good jump at second. He was going to be easily in there at third base, but Henriquez swung at the pitch and fouled it off. So runners retreat back to first and second. Canyon McWilliams is in on the grass, but the third baseman, Fallon, is even with the bag.
0-1. Long pause. 3 looks at second, and now Enriquez finally calls time. I was waiting for the pitch. I didn't want to say anything about the looks at second until I absolutely had to, and there was no way I could have avoided that. Enriquez called time, stepped out, stepped back in. We're awaiting the 0-1 pitch. Foster looks at second and now deals home, and that is a balk.
So runners advance to second and third.
Yeah, Foster twitched on the mound, and it's going to cost him as it eliminates the force play and moves 2 runners into scoring position with nobody out.
Now let's see if Henriquez can just hit one deep to the outfield. Infield is now creeping in. All 4 infielders are creeping in on the grass.
And especially as you mentioned, with the pitching limited, you do not want to give up any runs you don't absolutely have to. You'd love to just keep this lead at 1. The 0-1 to Henriquez rather is swung on and missed to move the count to 0-2. Henriquez has 2 strikeouts. He's looking to avoid the sombrero, which is currently what Luke Arnold is sitting on in the 3 spot. All he's got to do, though, is just put this one in play, and he could potentially score a run. Foster sets, pulls the glove down, kicks, and deals. And that one just misses outside. Tyler Henriquez was probably holding his breath in the box on that one.
It wouldn't be a golden sombrero. Sombrero, 4 strikeouts.
A golden sombrero. A sombrero is 3.
Gotcha.
Golden sombrero is 4. So we're still a strikeout short.
Yeah, you want to avoid the golden sombrero at all costs. Of course,
yes. 1-2. Foster with a long time in between these pitches, trying to throw off the guy's rhythm. Here it comes. This one is high and outside. The count is 2-2 now to Tyler, who is working up there in the batter's box.
Dalton Miller's on deck. He singled and came around and scored his last at-bat.
Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Foster is low. And Tyler Henriquez, how about this, has worked the count full.
Yeah, quite the at-bat. Here from Henriquez. Let's see if he can win the fight and walk or get a hit. Or hit one deep to the outfield to score a run. Second and third, nobody out. Joes would love to add to their lead here in the 5th. Joseph stranded 9 runners on base in the first 4 innings of today's game.
The payoff. Henriquez goes swinging. It was up high, but he's able to get it out of play.
Dan, please return all foul balls to the home dugout.
3-2 to Tyler.
Steamer currently up 5-0 in their game against the Scouts in the 7th inning.
We'll get another payoff. Swing and a miss. Tyler Henriquez down on strikes. That's the first out of the inning. Henriquez with a sombrero of his own.
Yeah, Henriquez had, 2 hits in Game 1 today, but here in Game 2, he struck out 3 straight times, all 3 of them swinging. And now Miller is going to try to put one in play to score at least 1 run. You don't want to leave runners on second and third with nobody out and get nothing out of it. Joseph already left them loaded twice. Yeah. They do lead 1-0, but would like to add to that lead.
First pitch from Foster is up high. Yeah, the leaving runners on base has been a tremendous problem for the Joes in a couple of the losses this year, as they just weren't able to take advantage of their opportunities. Dalton Miller looking to avoid that here. He's ahead in the count 1-0. On deck for the Joes is Garrett Staten in the 9 spot. That second pitch paints the black. Strike one.
With a couple inches out.
There's a great frame behind the plate by Christoph Swanson. 1-1. Here comes the pitch. It's a breaking ball, and it just misses up high. 2 balls and a strike now to Dalton. How about this, Sam? You mentioned I was the young, and I'm 16, for those listening who don't know. Ryan Finnerty is in his 7th season with the Hamilton Joes organization, so he's been there since he was 14. How about that?
Yeah.
A whole lot of experience. Miller lifts this one up and out of play. Ryan has been really hard at work. You can tell that he's just really excited about coaching this team. He was in charge of putting this roster together. He always comes up to us excitedly when he tells us that he's added a new guy. He's able to connect with a coach and get a new pitcher or a new batter to come in. He had some great midseason acquisitions, including guys like Leighton Banjoff. And he's done a fantastic job. Joes are looking to close one out here on his birthday. This one is swung and lined right over the shortstop's head and Joe Alcorn. That'll score 1. It gets into the deep outfield. Here comes run number 2. And the Joes lead 3-0.
If the infield is not playing in, that is a routine ground ball or line out. And it just was past the mid of Joe Alcorn. And it's an 2 RBI single for Dalton Miller, his 2nd hit of the day. The Joes now lead 3-0.
Huge hit there from Dalton Miller. He represented the only run in this game to that point. This time he drives in 2 more. And the Joes lead is now 3-0. Garrett Staten is at the plate with 1 down and a runner on first. He takes a first pitch ball. The Joes have had a whole lot of success against this Bison team after the Bison were in first place during a really hot streak. They fell to them in their first game against them of the season in a doubleheader. They lost 7-6. But since then, they're 4-0. They won the second game of that doubleheader at Foundation Field 9-3. They run-rolled them 16-1 at Foundation Field, and then their last 2 games have just been absolute thrillers here at Don Edwards. Both times, they were just 1 play away from losing the game, but instead they come out with 2 victories, 8-6 and 9-5. And then earlier today, of course, they dominated with the 14-0 victory. This time the 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss there from Garrett Staten.
Staten batting .315 on the season, already has a hit today in Game 2. And Game 1 as well. Game 1 he went 1 for 4 with an RBI.
Garrett Staten is 1 for 1 today with a walk, the 2-1, and he goes golfing at this one, swing and a miss at the pitch in the dirt. That'll make the count 2-2. Two and two, runner goes. Swing and a foul straight back into the backstop. Miller will return to first, and the count will remain the same. Two balls, 2 strikes. The pitcher is still Bo Foster, who's going to look to just go as long as he possibly can for his team. Two and two. The pitch to Garrett Staten. He looks at this one low. That'll work the count full. Garrett Staten out of Samford. Georgia native, playing his college ball for the Bulldogs in Alabama. 2-2, or 3-2 rather. This one is crushed but foul. Goodness. Staten was early on that one, but he got absolutely a hold of it as he skied it way foul, but Had he waited on that just a little more, that would have definitely been over the fence.
Yeah, Staten doesn't have a home run this year.
He did hit one in batting practice, at least one. I saw one in batting practice today. So he's definitely got the power, and only 300 down the line, so he could certainly do it. The 3-2, this one misses high. That's ball 4. Great at-bat there from Garrett Staten.
He's on base now for the third time in this game. 2 walks and a single. And now we're going to have a mound visit. Not sure if this is going to be the end of Foster's day, but it's going to be the top of the order up for the Joes whenever this mound visit ends. Cole Becker is 1 for 2 today.
I don't think this is going to be the end of Bo Foster. He will stay in the game, but yeah, like you mentioned, Cole Becker at the plate with runners on first and second. The 5-hitter John Sanjul started things off for the Joes in this inning. He singled. Evan Ulrich followed it up with a single of his own. Both of them came around to score. Then Tyler Henriquez struck out swinging. Dalton Miller had the 2 RBI single to put across the first 2 runs, and then he was advanced to second on Garrett Staten's walk. That is where we stand right now. The top of the order is up for the Joes. The Joes have drastically improved their performance on the road. They are looking to get to 11-6 in that category now. And for the Ohio Bison, after a fantastic start, they started 7-0 here at Don Edwards Park. They are now sitting at 8-9.
Top of the order has struggled for the Joes here in this game. Combined 1 for 11 from the first 4 hitters in the Joes lineup. Cole Becker has that 1 hit.
It came in his last at-bat in the last inning in the 4th. First pitch to him from Foster is outside. It is caught by Kristoff near the lefty box for ball 1.
Cole Becker went 2 for 4 in the first game today. His hit streak was snapped yesterday. He had a 9-game hit streak. He was hitless against the Marlins in Circleville.
Dalton Miller toying with Foster. Now he will go. Both runners will go. The throw is going to be made over to second, and it will bounce into the glove of Joe Alcorn, or rather Gavin Thompson. The pitch missed. Both runners advance. It's 2-0.
Surprised the catcher Swanson didn't throw over to third to get Dalton Miller. Miller's hasn't had many stolen bases this year, but he's been pretty aggressive tonight.
The next pitch misses down low for 3-0. Miller got a great jump. He had a huge lead over at second, as now the infield is in for the Bison. There was no one covering the bag. 3-0, and Becker went swinging at it. He pulls it back, but it's still going to be a strike as it dove low, but he went past the plate. (3-1). This one is skied into straightaway center field.
Horvat has a good arm.
Horvat makes the catch. He runs into it, and he will fire. This one is way off line. The throw is cut off by the pitcher, Bo Foster. He throws over to third, not in time. So both runners advance. A run comes in to score, and it's 4-0 now for the Joes.
Second sac fly of the game from the Joes batters. Logan Castleman had one as well. Cole Becker gets one there. And Castleman at the plate. He struggled today. He has 1 hit total in both games of the doubleheader thus far.
He may have been able to reach on the first one that was ruled an E4, but it was ruled an error. Castleman cates the first pitch over to third base side. It is picked up by Fallon, and he fires over to first in time. Nice play there at third base, and that will end the inning. The top 5 has come and gone, and in the process, the Joes plate 3 and extend their lead. It's 4-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th.
Joes fans, Chatterbox Sports is your home for high school sports all across Butler County. For live events, exclusive interviews, podcasts, photos, and more, visit chatterboxsports.com. Also follow them on Twitter and Instagram at CBoxSports. Joe's fans, stop by Chester's Pizza to grab the best slice in town. A local staple since 1948, they're located at 2929 Dixie Highway in Hamilton, and they can be found on the phone at 513-892-1973. Chester's Pizza is a proud sponsor of your Hamilton Joes.
For over 130 years, Coca-Cola has been guided by a spirit of creativity, innovation, collaboration, and love of community. The next time you come to Foundation Field to watch a Hamilton Joes game, do yourself a favor and get yourself an ice-cold Coke. Coca-Cola, proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Are you switching or looking for a new bank? First Financial Bank is the perfect fit because they put you first. Their 3 goals is to stay flexible to serve your needs, invest in the community financially and personally, and they tailor their services to your needs. First Financial Bank. When it comes to managing your money, they make it easy, fast, and secure.
A.J. Roush will lead things off for the Bison with his team trailing 4-0. And Sam, the Joes pitching has been dominant throughout today in both of these games and yesterday as well.
Yeah, they haven't allowed a run in 22 straight innings. They've been dominant. That goes back to the Richmond Jazz game in the final 2, and then 9 scoreless yesterday, 7 scoreless in game 1, and then we're 4 scoreless already today in game 2 of this doubleheader.
Quickly, A.J. Roush falls behind 0-2. This is his first game with the Bison this year. As we mentioned, he arrived today, just prior to Game 2. Was not even here for Game 1. 0-2, and he fouls this one off himself. The pitching had kind of gone haywire for the Joes in the past week as their ERA fell from first to second in the league. They were dominating as they had pretty much a full point lead over everyone else, but since their ERA has fallen from sub-3 to now 4.39, but that has certainly been aided by great pitching performances like this. Zach Breeden gets A.J. Roush to swing and miss at this one, and that's the first out of the inning.
Yeah, Zach Breeden looking good. He gave up 1 hit in the 4th, but was able to retire the other 3 guys. And he strikes out Roush to start this bottom of the 5th inning.
Jackson Little, the DH, who walked in his only plate appearance, comes up now. First pitch is outside and high from Breeden. Little is struggling this year, batting .158 in 15 games.
We talked about how Breeden struggled the past 3 games, but his only issue was his command. When he's throwing strikes, he's pretty unhittable. And he's thrown 2 straight balls to Jackson Little here, but other than this at-bat, he's been able to throw strikes, and it's been a good show from Breeden.
The 2-0 is fouled off of Ulrich's head. And yeah, his college coach at Miami Hamilton, Daryl Grissom, who is the head of the Hamilton Joes, he told us after Zach's first game, Zach struggled, but he said that's not his best stuff. When he's on it, he's on, and he's really tough to hit off of. Zach Breeden out of Oak Hills High School in Cincinnati delivers the 2-1, and this one is up and outside for ball 3.
Yeah, when he misses, a lot of his misses are way up high, and we've seen that a couple times here in this at-bat.
He does have a strike on Jackson Little. The count is 3-1. The pitch, this one is fouled back.
Talking to Breeden, before the season started, his fastball can get up to close to 90, if not 90. Obviously, we don't have a radar gun here at the GLSCL games.
3-2. This one is up and in for ball 4. And Jackson Little reaches via the walk for the second time tonight. The Bison dugout is rowdy over there on the left side, trying to spur their team back into this one. Dominic Byers comes up. Struck out swinging in inning number 3. The first pitch to Byers, he lays off. It's up high for ball 1. Dominic making his 7th appearance, or 8th appearance, I guess, if you count the one batter he faced back in the last game on the mound. He's 2 for 19, or now 2 for 20 with the strikeout. As the second pitch rather is swung on and missed down low in the dirt. That evens the count at 1-1. Breeden sets, kicks, and fires, and this one paints the outside corner for strike 2. Nice pitch there from Zach Breeden.
Joe's had 13 hits in Game 1. They have 7 hits already in Game 2. That's 20 hits total, and the Bison only have 6 total in between Game 1 and Game 2 of this doubleheader.
Just 2 right now in this second game. 1-2 pitch is inside. Joe Alcorn is on deck, who had one of the 2 hits. Gavin Thompson, batting in the 3 spot, is the other member of the Bison who was able to reach base via the single. Bison also don't have an extra base hit today. And the 2-2 swung on in, missed up high by Dominic Byers.
High cheese from Breeden, hard to catch up to, and Byers swung right through it for the second strikeout of Breeden's day.
Now with the bat, the shortstop, Joe Alcorn.
Joe Alcorn, as I mentioned a minute ago, 1 for 1 today with a single.
It's his first hit as a Bison.
He's 1 for 5 this season in his second appearance. First pitch, he takes a big hack and a miss for strike 1. Runner on first, 2 down in the inning. Jackson Little is over on the right side. Zach Breeden has given up 2 hits, or just 1 hit rather. That was via the walk on the base runner. But he has looked good. That pitch dives low. The count is 1-1. Breeden steps on and deals. This one's inside. It should be noted, Zach Breeden is left-handed, as is Zach Dugan and Bryce Smith. So the Bison have not seen a righty at all today.
Statistically, the Bison are better against lefties than righties.
The 2-1 is a broken bat hit over to third, and going for the fielder's choice is Tyler Henriquez, as he will fire over to second baseman Cole Becker for the final out of the inning. So Zach Breeden gets 3 more outs, and no runs still on the scoreboard for the Bison. The Joes coming up to the plate in the 6th inning. Luke Arnold and Leighton Banjoff, John Sanjul when we come back. You're listening to Hamilton Joes Baseball on YouTube.
Come curious and leave inspired. The Fitton Center for Creative Arts isn't just a building, it's an experience. We are a non-profit community arts organization that has been a part of the Hamilton community for over 20 years. Visit us soon to see what we have to offer. Learn something new in one of our art classes or workshops that are open to students of all ages. Be enthralled by extraordinary musicians, actors, and dancers at one of our live performances. Stroll through our remarkable art galleries or reserve one of our diverse venues for your special event. Become a part of the Fitton Center and redefine the way you experience the arts in Hamilton.
Kettering Health Hamilton at Fort Hamilton Hospital, founded in 1929, is dedicated to providing Butler County with community-focused health care. With skilled specialists and cutting-edge technology, they feature advanced wound care, emergency care with a Level 3 trauma center, heart and vascular care, maternity care, and orthopedics and joint replacement. Visit them at 630 Eaton Avenue in Hamilton or give them a call at 513-867-2000 for all of your healthcare needs.
We return for inning number 6 here from Don Edwards Park. The lights are on in full force. The sky is pitch black as we are in the waning hours of this doubleheader. 9:43 local time. First game here started at 5 o'clock. And the second game was supposed to start at 8, started around 7:53 as the first pitch is outside for ball 1 to Luke Arnold. Luke with a sombrero today, 3 strikeouts, or in this game I should say, because he had a fantastic game 1. This one is taken high in the air to left field. It is going foul, and that is where it'll land. That was way beyond the fence. Wow. So that one wasn't loud at all, but it just carried and carried and carried. But it finished to the left of that foul pole.
Yeah, hit it good, just a little bit too far in front.
A ball and a strike. Up high is the breaking ball. Luke Arnold did a home run in game 1. It came in the 4th inning. He'll be headed to Prasco Park as a member of the South Division All-Stars in the GLSCL. As the 2-1 paints the outside corner for strike 2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. This one just misses on the outside corner. Oh my goodness. That one was a couple inches off the plate, but it was close enough where it made you hold your breath. The payoff misses outside, and Luke Arnold survives.
Tyler Henriquez, waiter, he is going to bat this inning, right? Or no, he might be able to bat.
He might be able to bat this inning. There are 3 batters, Banjoff, Sanjul, and Ulrich in between Arnold and Henriquez. Both of those guys are sitting on 3 strikeouts. They're playing with fire. At the plate right now is Leighton Banjoff. Hitless in today's game. Did reach on a walk in the 1st inning, and he chases after that first pitch and misses for strike 1.
Leighton's 0 for 2 today with a flyout and a strikeout.
0-1 pitch misses outside. Leighton out of Nebraska, as we mentioned, was a midseason pickup by Ryan Finnerty, former advanced scouting coordinator for the Joes. That was his job title back when he was 14 years old working in the GLSCL. This one is stroked out to the left side, but it is foul. Joes just can't seem to put a hard hit ball in play right now.
Yeah, they need to sit just a split second on the pitch from Foster. And then we could see a couple get out of play and over the fence. Banjoff hit that one well, but once again, just a tad too far in front.
Leighton Banjoff looking for his first home run. He can certainly do it, as he's had an illustrious first couple of years in college at Nebraska. Had a home run for the Cornhuskers this year. 1-2. The pitch. And this one's in on the hands. And Banjoff waits on it, so that'll make the count 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Leighton Banjoff. Runner on first. Here comes the pitch. Banjoff waits on it, but was a little too antsy as that one was bounced foul.
It bounced over the fence and into the bleachers.
That was weird. I had a weird perspective on it. It looked like it just kind of bounced next to home plate, but my depth perception was a little off. That one skipped high in the air. Two and 2. Leighton is battling at the plate.
Once again, with the win tonight, the Joes will be tied for first place with the Richmond Jazz, and they'll face the Steam tomorrow night at Foundation Field and the Jazz on Friday.
And Foster will step off prior to the 2-2 to Leighton.
And after today's game, we'll only have 8 games left on the schedule.
Hard to believe. Runner goes, 2-2 is outside. The throw is up high, and it'll bounce before it gets to second base. Luke Arnold gets the stolen bag, and the count is full to Banjoff.
Luke Arnold initially tripped over his feet when he started moving towards second, but was able to gather himself, get his feet back underneath him, and swipe second base.
Three balls, 2 strikes, the payoff pitch. That one was a breaking ball that was way up high, and Banjoff works the walk. Great at bat there from Leighton. And now that'll bring up John Sanjul. John has a single and a walk today. He came around to score on that walk. That was the second run of the game for the Joes and the first of the ones that came around in that 5th inning. Foster gives. This one's right down the plate, and that's called strike 1. John Sanjul looks up at the sky as he knows if he could do that one over, he could put that one high and hard out of this park. 0-1. Foster takes a long look at first and now at home plate before Sanjul calls time. Oh and 1. Foster gives. This one is off the top of the bat, flared out of play. John Sanjul faces an 0-2 count. And we'll get some more baseballs here as we have to wait momentarily. Oh and 2. Bo Foster comes set and delivers home. Sanjul sends this one out into left field. It'll get down for a base hit. Here comes Luke Arnold around third. The throw at home is just slightly to the right of the catcher Christoph Swanson, which means there's no play. The single for John Sanjul advances Leighton Banjoff to second and scores Luke Arnold from second rather.
Yeah, Sanjul pokes that one through the left side and gets an RBI out of it for his second hit of the day. Sanjul went 2 for 5 in Game 1, and he is 2 for 3 here in Game 2, so a good day for Sanjul at the plate. And Evan Ulrich up to bat, who also has 2 hits today. Did not play in Game 1, but is 2 for 3 here in Game 2.
First and second. First pitch to Evan is up high. Nobody out in the inning. Evan Ulrich readies for the 1-0. Here comes the pitch, and this one is low, ball 2. Evan Ulrich is going to a new place for the 2021-2022 season next year. He will be heading to Charleston in West Virginia as a powerhouse in Division II after spending some time at Ohio State. Did not get to play for the Buckeyes this year after being the top catching recruit in the state of Ohio out of high school.
This day's been a long day, Luke.
Yeah, I'm figuring I'm running out of stuff to say here.
We're approaching 10 o'clock. We're in the 6th inning of this doubleheader. We'll play 7.
Yeah, it's been...
We're going to be
4.5 hours about it broadcasting.
Yeah, and we're going to be back in Hamilton pretty late tonight.
And I got to work at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
That's very unfortunate.
Love that. 2 balls and no strikes. Here comes the pitch, and this one paints the outside corner for strike 1.
Sure, you're going to wake up with a big old smile on your face?
Absolutely, as I do every day after the late nights here broadcasting Hamilton Joe's games. In all seriousness, though, I am having a lot of fun this summer. The 2-0, Ulrich waited on it, but he just couldn't square it up.
First 3 Joes have reached base here in the 6th. As they now lead 5-0. I'll update that scoreboard.
The pitch, 2-2, swing and a miss from Evan Ulrich, and that's the first out of the inning. seems like an eternity ago, Sam, that you asked if Tyler Henriquez would bat. The answer to that question is yes. He comes to the plate now.
He struck out 3 times, had 2 hits in game 1. You got to avoid the golden sombrero at all costs. Just get a piece of the baseball here.
First and second, 1 out. First pitch from Bo Foster. Catches the outside corner for strike 1.
Dalton Miller on deck. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, Miller has been the player of the game for the Joes. He represents 2 runs. He also has 2 RBI in this 5-0 game. Up until this inning, he was a part of every single run for the Joes. Henriquez fouls this one back, and he is down 0-2. Tyler Henriquez sitting on 3 strikeouts. He's down 0-2, looking to just get a piece of the baseball. The pitch. Swing and put up the middle. It's probably going to be 2 as the play is made. It's sent over to first. It is a 6-3 from Joe Alcorn to Canyon McWilliams on a double play. Tyler Henriquez avoids the golden sombrero, but at what cost? Inning number 6 has come to a close. So we will head to the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll see who comes out to pitch for the Joes. They've got a couple of arms available out of the bullpen, or we'll see maybe if they want Zach Breeden to go longer. We'll just have to see. Only time will tell. And that time will come when we come back. Bottom 6 on the way from Newark.
4-Star Mechanical is your one-stop shop for all things heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and refrigeration. With over 100 combined years of industry-specific experience, they're equipped with the design and job site knowledge to complete every project from concept to routine maintenance. Call them at 513-737-1008.
Frank's Glass is here for you, Hamilton and Fairfield, providing beautiful, reliable, and safe windows for all of your auto, residential, and commercial needs. Frank's Glass can be trusted to do the job right. Located at 5191 Dixie Highway in Fairfield, they can be contacted at 513-829-8284 or online at franksglass.com.
If you're looking for an industry leader in all things related to windows and doors, look no further than L.E. Schofield Window and Door Co. With over 7 decades of experience in providing window and door repair and replacement services, as well as glass, screens, and other products, you can count on them to get the job done right the first time around. Call them today at 513-863-8932.
Woman-owned and family-operated, M&G Body Shop has a honest and dependable staff that has over 30 years of experience bringing cars back to life. M&G Body Shop can get your car back safely on the road, providing a wide variety of services including bodywork, frame adjustment, painting, total loss evaluation, window and glass repair, collision repair, alignment, insurance claim reports, and paintless dent repair, and more. Visit M&G Body Shop at 12018 Hamilton Avenue in Cincinnati or call them up at 513-851-9056.
Are your clothes still dirty after going through the wash? Is your fridge failing to keep things cold? Pate Appliance Service offers superior home appliance repair in Hamilton, Ohio, so you can get on with your day-to-day activities. They are a family-owned company offering fast and reliable appliance repairs. Their skilled service technicians work on a wide
The bottom of the 6th inning is here. Top of the order is due up for the Bison. Tyler Horvat, the lefty, will start things off. 0 for 2 today in this game with a pop out and a fielder's choice. He was 1 for 3 in game 1. His single came in his last at-bat of that game in the 5th inning. First pitch from the new pitcher, Alex Kerr for the Joes, was up and in for ball 1. Alex is making his 11th appearance out of the pen as that 1-0 pitch is fouled to the backstop, so the count is 1-1. 13 and a third innings under his belt, 17 hits, 14 runs, 13 earned, walking 7 and striking out 11. With an ERA of 8.77 on the year for Kerr. This one is a swing and a little flare shot right at Garrett Staten. He gives a little hop and makes the catch for the first out of the inning.
I don't know what is up with the air in Newark, but off the bat, it seems like everything's going to go deep, but then just dies.
Yeah, I'd agree with you on that. There's been a couple of balls that we've lost sight of up above the rain covering here at Don Edwards Park, but there's been some that are like that one are line drives that look like they are absolutely crushed, and instead they're just little floater shots that are easy plays for the outfielders to make. First pitch to Canyon McWilliams is up high for ball one.
Zach Breeden, his day's done. He went 2 innings, gave up no hits, or 1 hit rather, no earned runs, 2 strikeouts and a walk. Good day for Breeden on the mound.
Little swing off the handle. Tough play for Cole Becker, but he makes it across his body. Canyon McWilliams, 4-3 put out. He'll head back to the dugout. There's 2 away in the inning. Yeah, great outing from Zach Breeden, as he was able to continue this shutout streak for the Joe's pitching. As a shutout yesterday, shutout in game 1 today, and through 5 2/3, they've got a goose egg on the scoreboard in this one. Gavin Thompson is the batter. 1 for 2 in this game, and back in game number 1, 2 for 3. He's been very, very good in finding the holes in the field for the Bison today. And additionally, he's been good all season, batting .303 coming into today. Back-to-back balls to him to start his at-bat. Gavin Thompson out of Denison watches a pitch outside, and the count is 3-0. Thompson is doing really well for the Bison after not getting a whole lot of action with Denison this year. Only 20 at-bats, went 5 for 20. The 3-0, it's a get me over strike for Alex Kerr. Three balls and a strike. The pitch, swing and a miss. Nice job there on the off speed from Alex Kerr. And the count is full.
Kerr's making his 11th appearance on the season as an 8.77 ERA, but trying to retire the Bison in order here.
Payoff pitch probably would have been ball 4. Instead, the swing, and it is tipped outside.
He pitched against this Bison team July 2nd, went 2 innings, gave up 4 earned runs, 2 hits. The Joes were able to storm back in that one and win that one 9-5.
3-2 pitch, swing and another foul tip, straight back. So we've had 2 3-2 pitches now, and we'll get the third shortly. Alex Kerr is trying to retire the Bison in order. Plays up in Illinois at Frontier Community College. Hometown is Liberty Township, Ohio. 3-2. This one's outside and high, ball 4. So Gavin Thompson reaches base for the second time in this game, and he will extend the inning. Christoph Swanson, the catcher, will come to the plate now.
Gavin Thompson has had a good day today in both games. He's 1 for 2 in game 2, but he was the only bright spot in the lineup for the Bison in game 1. He went 2 for 3 with 2 singles. The Bison only had 4 hits when they were shut out 14-0 in game number 1 of today's doubleheader.
Yeah, so Thompson has had a fantastic day at the plate. Christoph Swanson takes the first pitch hard, foul on the left side. So the Bison finally able to barrel up a ball, but like the Joes, it's foul. Kerr steps off, and now he will step back on. Here comes the pitch. This one is lifted up. Garrett Staten, or rather Tyler Henriquez, will come in, and he will make the catch after calling off the infield for the final out of the inning. Just one hiccup from Alex Kerr via a walk, but he gets 3 outs beside that. And the Bison are down to their final 3 outs. still trailing here in this game. We go to the final inning. The Joes are looking to hold on and complete the doubleheader sweep. 5-0 our score from Newark.
Pfefferly Tire and Auto is your car's home for all of its needs. Whether you just need a quick oil change, a repair, or you're in the market for new tires, Pfefferly will get it done with professionalism and honesty. And with convenient locations in both Fairfield and Hamilton, there's always a place nearby.
Planet Fitness strives to create a workout environment where everyone feels accepted and respected. That's why at Planet Fitness Hamilton, Ohio, we take care to make sure our club is clean and welcoming, our staff is friendly, and our certified trainers are ready to help. Whether you're a first-time gym user or a fitness veteran, you'll always have a home in our judgment-free zone.
Queen City Hospice is your local, independently owned and operated center that is dedicated to providing patient-centered care and support to residents of the greater Cincinnati area in whatever place they call home. We understand that our staff is the most important aspect of our organization, and that is why we hire only the most qualified and compassionate individuals in the industry. This is why our care is second to none.
Get ready, Joe's fans. Raising Cane's is coming to Hamilton. Opening June 29th at 1479 Main Street, you can enjoy the world-famous flavor of Raising Cane's chicken fingers. Can't wait? Head down to Fairfield, where there's a Cane's located at 5120 Dixie Highway that can satisfy all your cravings right now. Raising Cane's is a proud sponsor of the Hamilton Joes.
Hungry Joe's fans, stop by Richard's Pizza before, during, or after the Hamilton Joes game. Order a pizza that was voted #1 best pizza in Butler County, or order one of their famous Italian steak sandwiches at Richard's Pizza, located on 417 Main Street. You can order online or stop by Richard's Pizza for your next delicious meal.
A train is rolling through town here in Newark just behind us as we begin the final inning of today's game. 5-0 our score. Dalton Miller leads things off, and he fouls it to the backstop on the first pitch. Bo Foster is still in the game for the Ohio Bison. He'll look to close this one out. As the Bison, we received word earlier in this game, are down to their last legs in the bullpen, and obviously with more games to be played tomorrow and the next day, you gotta save as many arms as you can. The next pitch from Foster is outside. Speaking of the next games, the Ohio Bison's next game will be the start of a homestand, or today's the start of a homestand, but it'll continue their homestand as they will take on the Ohio Marlins at Don Edwards tomorrow and the Cincinnati Steam in a couple of days. For the Joes, they will take on the Cincinnati Steam tomorrow, and they will take on the Richmond Jazz in a couple of days in what are probably the biggest two games of the year.
Yeah, you have a really good chance to separate yourself if you're able to win over the next 2 days. Obviously, we want to close this one out and get the win tonight, but yeah, the next two games are huge, probably the biggest games of the season for the Joes.
2-1, and that one's outside, so the count is 3-1 now to Dalton Miller. Yeah, if you're able to complete the victory tonight, those next ones are going to be huge, and if you could come away with both, you'd be pretty much set as the 3-1 is swung on and missed by Dalton Miller.
That must have been
rather a strikeout. So scoreboard said 3-1. I thought it was 3-1, but I guess it was a full count. So that's a strikeout for Dalton Miller. That's the first time he's been retired today. That'll bring up the bottom of the order in Garrett State. First pitch to Garrett is in there for strike one. 0-1 the pitch is a curveball that misses high.
Staten's 1 for 1 today. His other 2 at-bats he walked, so he's reached base in all 3 at-bats in today's game.
1-1, and that one paints the black. 1-2. From the windup, kick and deal. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts from Bo Foster. And he is just 1 out away from getting out of this 7th inning. 1-2-3.
Yeah, this is Bo Foster's 5th inning on the mound. He's given up 5 earned runs, but Hasn't been able to get any run support from the Bison bats. Bison have yet to score today. They were shut out 14-0 game 1.
This one is crushed. Look out in center field, but the catch is made out there by Tyler Horvat, and that will end the inning. The Joes are going to look to close it out in the bottom of the 7th and go home happy back to Hamilton. 5-0 our score, and we will likely see Alex Kerr return to the mound and try to keep this shutout alive and complete the sweep. When we return, the 5, 6, 7 hitters due up for the Ohio Bison: Adam Fallon, A.J. Roush, Jackson Little, as they will try to get something going in the final inning here from Newark. Stay with us. Right around the corner is the final half here on Hamilton Joe's YouTube.
The Robinson Fence Company of Hamilton has been serving the community for over 27 years. Receiving an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, they have been Hamilton's top choice for gating and fencing needs. Give them a visit at 1635 Howell Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-867-0080. At Smoothie King Fairfield, we believe in helping each guest meet their health and fitness goals. That's why our ingredients are chosen carefully, and every one of our blends is crafted purposely so you can rule the day. We can find the perfect blend for you with whole non-GMO fruits, organic veggies, and no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. We're ready to serve you a healthy meal on the go with contactless pickup and delivery options. Visit us at 8744 Michael Lane in Fairfield, Ohio, or give us a call at 513-829-0824. Smoothie King, smoothies with a purpose.
Story Point Fairfield isn't just a place to reside. It's a place for residents to truly shine every day. Offering a diverse range of senior living services, our community is designed to suit all resident lifestyles, from highly independent seniors to those who may require day-to-day assistance. Every resident becomes a member of our community. We strive to make sure each moment of each day is something to remember. Whether you need one surface for multiple sports or a sports-specific field build, the Motts Group is here to help. Their experience ranges from professional sports clubs to educational institutions to community complexes, fueling teams with consistent, safe, and reliable fields. Contact them at 513-548-3622 to get your new turf field. Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is safe and ready for you. Have an injury of some sort? Stop by Tri-Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, located on 3035 Hamilton Mason Road. The physicians and specialists at the Tri-Health Orthopedic and Sports Institute provide a full range of orthopedic care to ensure you don't miss out on a single moment on or off the field.
Joe's fans, in need of insurance, United Heartland Insurance Agency has your back. A consolidation of a number of family-owned independent insurance agencies dating back to 1872, for years they have been protecting the assets of their clients by offering comprehensive and competitive business, personal, and life insurance products. Visit their Hamilton office at 185 North Brookwood Avenue in Hamilton, or give them a call at 513-896-5555.
Alex Kerr is done. There's a new pitcher on the mound for the Joes. It's Preston Heinzman. He will try to close this road trip out with a bang. The Joes lead 5-0. They have not given up a run in 23 straight innings.
24.
24. Sorry about that. First pitch is fouled off.
Kidding. Yeah, that's just phenomenal from the pitching staff that had really struggled in the past week or so. And,
yeah.
They've done a really good job yesterday and today.
Yeah, great bounce-back effort from the whole staff, as we've seen a lot of guys in these past few days. 1-1. First pitch was fouled off. Second pitch was a ball. Heinzman deals. This one is lifted out into left field. It's going to be a tough play, and it gets down for a base hit. John Sanjula to watch that one short hop in front of him. And the leadoff man is on. A.J. Roush coming to the plate now. AJ has 2 strikeouts in his Bison debut. Man on first, nobody out. Righty on righty matchup. The pitch from Heinzman just misses low for ball 1.
Heinzman making his 8th appearance on the season, has a 7.63 ERA.
Heinzman out of Edison State College. Gives the 1-0. That one's in a similar spot, also low for ball 2.
Joe's trying to get their third straight shutout and their fourth shutout of the season.
Here comes the pitch. This one is fouled off on the right side, out of play. Two and one. Joe's lead 5-0. Runner on first. Nobody out in the bottom of the 7th. Pitch on the way, and this one misses low, so the count is 3-1 now. Three-one pitch, swing, and a chopper right up the middle. This could be 2. Shortstop Staten Field steps on second and fires over to first for the 6-3 double play.
How about the timing of that? Right when it entered Garrett's mitt, he had a foot on second base, and all his momentum was heading to first, and he gets the 6-3 double play.
Yeah, that was perfect. And since that one was a chopper, A.J. Roush actually had a chance to maybe reach on that one if it didn't reach Garrett Staten so perfectly. But since State was able to take that one in stride and throw with his momentum, he was able to get him in the nick of time. And now there's 2 away. Jackson Little takes a first pitch ball. He is standing in with the final out, waiting to be put on the scoreboard for the Bison. The Joes are looking to get their third straight shutout. 1-0 pitch on that one. That paints the black. Swing and a check, and the Joes dugout on their feet. Ball and a strike. There's a youth team on the right that I think is cheering for the Joes as well. They were rowdy on that last one. 1-1. This one misses low. 2-1. Here comes the pitch. This one misses just outside, so the count is 3-1 now. Jackson Little is still yet to record an official at-bat as he's walked twice in this game. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Swung and lined foul over the Joes dugout. That works the count full. Big pitch coming up to end this one. Potentially. Bison down to their final strike. Heinzman lasered in on home. The knee lift and delivery. And check swing called strike 3. That's it for the Joes here on this Wednesday night. And they wall the Bison in 2 games. 14-0 in game 1, 5-0 in game 2.
Wow.
What a performance.
Yeah, phenomenal performance from the pitching staff today. Bryce Smith came in, game 1, 7 scoreless innings, gave up 4 hits, 4 strikeouts, 1 walk, and then a bullpen effort here in game 2 of the doubleheader. Dugan with 3 scoreless, Breeden with 2 scoreless, Kerr with 1, and Heinzman slams the door shut. It's a doubleheader sweep for the Joes.
And a big one as they are getting crucial wins down the stretch. That's their 3rd win of the week, and that extends their winning streak to 3. They improve to 22-12 on the season, and they move into a tie for first place with the Richmond Jazz. Their next game will be tomorrow against the Cincinnati Steam. First Responders Night at Foundation Field. Make sure to come out to the field and support your Hamilton Joes as they make their playoff push. For the Ohio Bison, they will fall to 15-20 on the year. Their winning streak is extended out to 5, and they will host a slew of home games this week, starting with the Marlins tomorrow, followed by the Steam in a couple of nights. Sam, any final thoughts on a fantastic effort in 14 innings for the Joes?
Great start to the week for the Joes. Took care of business yesterday in Circleville, and then you sweep the doubleheader. You're looking real good to start the week 3-0, but 2 big ones coming up against the Steam and the Jazz the next 2 days. Make sure you come out to Foundation Field to catch some great baseball tomorrow night, and then also you can also find us here on YouTube for all the games on Hamilton Joes YouTube. But yeah, it's exciting that the Joes start 3-0 this week, and now you got 2 big games coming up to try to solidify your playoff chances.
Yeah, you pretty much couldn't have drawn them up any more perfectly than they happened in these first 3 games for the Joes, as they are perfect on the week. And they will take on the Cincinnati Steam tomorrow at home at Foundation Field, 7 o'clock first pitch. So until then, my name is Luke Westpoli. I'm alongside Sam Newcomb saying thank you so much for joining us here on this Wednesday night. Joe's Take 2 from the Ohio Bison on the road, 14-0 and 5-0